Are you looking for a new family activity? Well, this one travels with you. Whether you're at home or on the road, you can turn your kids' questions into magical personalized podcasts, complete with their name, their world, and AI co hosts they help create. It's screen free, educational, and turns I'm bored into play my podcast. And I'm going to show you how to make one in under 5 minutes. It all starts at the Jellypod homepage, jellypod.ai. In the top right corner, you'll log in or sign up, then get a confirmation email. And afterwards, you'll get taken here. This is the Jellypod dashboard view. So you'll be able to see your podcasts here. So you see if you have multiple kids, or what's cool is if you make multiple podcasts for each kid. So you have a general one, you have a science one, you have a faith-based one, you have a sports one. Yeah, it's completely up to you. All right, so now I'm going to make a podcast for my fictional 6-year-old named Timmy. So I'm going to go to podcasts, and then I'm going to click create new podcast. And here it's a fairly simple view. You're just kind of determining the story arc, the overarching umbrella for this thing. So this is where you would define whether it's sports, whether it's science, what have you, just overall thematic things. So I'm going to call it Timmy Time. And next, you'll add a podcast description. This is really just the guardrails to the show. I've already prepared something, but it could be as short or as long as you want. In my case, it's a podcast built around the world of a curious 6-year-old and his team of personal superheroes. He likes trash trucks. He likes rhinos. He likes dinosaurs. And just to sort of set things up, it's really about blending fun, surprises, school subjects, good values, and life lessons that Timmy can actually use. So that's my goal. But you are free to set this up however you want to make sure that Timmy Time, or in your case, whatever your kid's podcast is called, is just the way you want it. So the next big step is to create the hosts. I want to create these 2 personal superheroes that Timmy is going to be listening to. And I want to bring Timmy along with this process. So that's a critical part of making sure that these are Timmy's personal superheroes, and he really feels like they're something special just for him. So I already made hosts for other podcasts, but I'm going to go ahead and create a new one here. And here you can get some help if you don't, already know. If your kid already has an imaginary friend or already has a character that they really care about and they want to see represented as a host, feel free. But I'm just going to start from net new. So a superhero around garbage trucks and trash trucks. Here's Samantha Riggle, known as the Green Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and change her name to Green Guardian, just to have that be the focus of the name and have that be repeated throughout the show. But really, you want to work with your kid to make sure that this is exactly the character that you want. Next is to pick the voices for the hosts. So this is where there's a lot of control. If you wanted, there's about 100 professional voice actors from various different countries. You can also do voice clone if you want to have one of the superheroes be you, maybe your alter ego. Or maybe you want to be a guest on the podcast with one core host as the main host. But today I'm going to do voice designs. I'm a big fan of voice designs. It's going to create a custom voice specifically for this character, and it's going to give us a few options. So this is a really fun experience to do with your kids, because then they can pick the voice and really feel like they're making an imprint here.
Okay, so picture this: a garbage truck named Jolly Junker.
Cool.
Bright
I'm
green.
going to go with that one. But what's cool is you can clear the selection and you can keep getting options, right? And say you wanted the voices to be more excited or of a different timbre or whatever, you can just go ahead and add that into the description and make new versions over and over again. But here I have Green Guardian. So there's our first host. Now let's make our co-host. So in this case, I wanted the sidekick to have an extra dimension, a love for animals, because that's also a big part. So I'm going to go ahead and click generate. Awesome. So now we have the description, and now I'm going to go ahead and make a voice design for the sidekick, Ryan Tuskman. Maybe I'm going to shorten this and make it the Tuskman. And let's design the host.
What? No way. Not even a, hey, nice job, Jolly, or a, wow, thanks for...
Sweet. I'm going to go with this version of the Tuskman, and I'm going to click Create Host. Okay, great. So now we have our 2 hosts created. I'm going to go back to the podcast, close out this tab, and to make sure that these appear, I'm going to click Refresh Hosts, and I'm going to find the Tuskman, and I'm going to find the Green Guardian. Awesome. So now we have our 2 hosts added to our podcast. And now we click create podcast. All right, great. So now we have Timmy's individual podcast, Timmy Time. You can see a little version of him, some of the things that he cares about. And now you have the scaffolding to begin to create episodes on demand, exactly when you want to make a lesson or make a story for Timmy. All right, now the next step will be to create a new episode. An episode about saying please and thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and attach. So this is a doc that has Timmy sort of his recent events in his life. You know, he went to the zoo, went to a Mariners game, his daily life, people in his life, topics, name, information. Really, it's just all about setting the stage. So the podcast is very immersive. So I've added that doc, I've added the episode, and now I click create outline. This is just really being sure that you have, that you can control exactly what it's about, and the content doesn't go, in any direction that you don't explicitly want. All right, so now we have our podcast episode. You can change up how many chapters there are. Every chapter is equal to about 3 minutes, 3 to 4. So this is about a 10-minute episode. But you can delete it to make it shorter. You can make it longer if you'd like with new chapters, or you can just go with the default. So I'm going to go ahead and just generate transcript. Okay, awesome. So now you have a script. You can scan through this to make sure it's just the way you like it, or you can go ahead and click generate audio. Once the audio is done generating, you can add intro and outro music if you'd like, or add sound effects inside of the episode. Really, this is all about making the thing exciting and immersive and just extra special for your kid. All right, sweet. Now we have audio. Let's give it a listen.
Okay, so picture this. A garbage truck named Jolly Junker, bright green, with big googly eyes painted on the front, and a smile so wide it practically wraps around the whole truck.
Oh, does he have a horn that honks like a laugh? Like, ha-ha!
Exactly. But poor Jolly Junker, he's feeling a little down. You see, every week he drives through the streets, lifting bins, crunching up trash, but no one ever says thank you.
What? No way. Not even a, hey, nice job, Jolly, or a, wow, thanks for keeping our neighborhood clean.
Nope, not even that. And, it's not like Jolly expects presents or fan mail. He just wants to know he's appreciated for all the hard work he does.
I mean, who doesn't want to feel appreciated, right? I'd totally do a happy dance if someone cheered me on while I was, scrubbing up garbage juice or something.
Exactly. And here's what's really cool. When someone says thank you, it's like giving their day a little boost, like a cheer-up turbocharge. It's such a simple thing, but it makes a huge difference.
Whoa, like giving them mega energy. Tank full, ready to roll.
Yep, you got it. And Jolly Junker's favorite thing? When kids wave at him or shout, "Thanks, Jolly," as he rolls by. It's like his tires grow wings.
Wait, does he actually get wings? Because that'd be the coolest garbage truck ever. Like, whoosh! Trash, be gone!
Not quite, but he does feel like he's flying, knowing he's doing something good for everyone. And it's not just Jolly. There are so many community helpers we can brighten up with a little thank you. Garbage drivers like Jolly, mail carriers, firefighters.
Don't forget crossing guards. Oh man, they're like superheroes keeping everyone safe. We should totally give them a high five and a big thank you every time we see them.
Exactly. It's the easiest way to spread joy, don't you think? Just 2 little words. Thank you.
And maybe a smile too. Smiles are like the cherry on top of saying thanks.
Totally. And that's why it's so important to remember to say those magic words. You might just make someone's whole week.
Oh,
So the story continues, but as you can see here, in the world of your kid, in the world of Timmy, he now has these superheroes to remind him about all these things that you want him to do. And it's not the usual, nag, make sure to say thank you, make sure to say please. No, now it becomes a narrative and a fun story, and it ties to their interests. After you're done with this, you could even play from this page if they're near your laptop. But what we like to do is you click publish. And really all this means is it finalizes the episode. All right, there you have it. Now your episode is complete. So you can listen to it on your own website, that you can always go back to, and you can share with your, friends, family, maybe a babysitter while you're away. You want to make one to make sure that Timmy has some continuity. Or you can put it on Spotify, put it on Apple. Some people are sharing their kids' podcasts with other kids, sort of to spread some of this joy. Or, if you have your own podcast app, you want to have it on your phone for the next car ride, you can go ahead and just subscribe to your own personal RSS feed. But really, you're making podcast content now, and just for Timmy, just for your kid. So now, if there's a little kiddo in your life and you want to make something special for them, go ahead and sign up for Jellypod. The first 2 episodes are entirely free, and you can see if you like it and see if they like it. Happy podcasting. If you like this video, hit like or subscribe. We share how-tos, product news, and how real people are using AI to create magical podcasts for their kids and their audiences. Oh, and one last thing to remember. You can do this at any time. In the car during a meltdown, while scrolling in bed with an idea for tomorrow, or on your laptop while planning a trip or a lesson. Use code PARENTS10 to get 10% off the next 2 months, basically through the end of the school year. Just our little spring thank you for parents making magic happen.